Now to have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Guy Verhofstadt, former Prime Minister of Belgium, former leader of the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe in the European Parliament. Mr. Verhofstadt has long been a prominent European advocate for democracy, individual liberty, and human rights.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the floor. And first of all, I want to say thank to Mrs. Rajavi for her leadership. Leadership in this very, difficult times, existential moments for Iran. And we have all the impression that in these days, in these weeks, months, I hope not years, we will play the future of this great country and this great people. And the question that I want to raise today, as indicated behind me, is the question: are there only two solutions or two approaches to the question of Iran, war or appeasement? Because appeasement we did in the past for years, and we still continue in Europe. So I'm a little bit less positive about the European approach of the last years. Is there no other way? Is there only war, as declared now, as happening now for the moment in Iran? And we have more and more the impression that it's a permanent state of war, going up and down, with huge consequences for the whole world? Or is it then, if we don't want war, is it appeasement? Is there no other choice that we can make to solve the crisis around Iran and to liberate mainly the people living in Iran, because that is the purpose. In any way, my impression and my message today is that negotiations with the mullahs, as happening today, will lead to nothing at all. The OMU, that is the Memorandum of Understanding, for me is the MOM, the Memorandum of Misunderstanding for the moment. Because they can apparently it leads to nothing at all. It will not liberate the Iranian people, such an agreement. That's the most important. It will not end the proxy wars in the Middle East either, such an agreement. And finally, it will not denuclearize Iran, because whatever the topic and the content of the agreement will be, or a possible agreement will be, I don't trust, and nobody trusts the Mullah regime that they will keep their word, as was the case already in the past. So whatever MOU or whatever agreement that is reached today, Iran will continue to be part of the axis of evil in the world. And we know the axis of evil, that are the autocracies like China, like Russia, like North Korea, who in fact hate a democratic society, who don't want to give the last word, to their own population, to their own citizens. So the question today remains, what is then the way forward? Is there an alternative for a biased MOU, a continuous war game as happening today, or the appeasement policy of the past, especially applied by the European side? I think there is one. And it would be good that not so much American leadership, but European leadership would press for that. Because in these last months, I have heard a lot about the mullahs, a lot about the American leadership and everything what is happening in the battlefield, but I have nothing heard a lot about European leadership or European solutions in these difficult times. I think that there is a third strategy possible. I call it a strategy of active engagement of the democratic world with the Iranian people and the Iranian resistance the fastest as possible. Such a new strategy of active engagement with the Iranian people will be based, I think, on two pillars, Mrs. Rajavi. The first pillar is to isolate the Mullah regime the fastest as possible. It's very good that finally the Islamic Revolutionary Guard has been designated by most nations as a terrorist organization, as we asked already for 4 or 5 years ago, I think, or at least 4 years ago in the past. But that's not enough. There is more than only the Islamic Revolutionary Guard. There is also a need to sanction all the people that are involved in this regime. And that is the backbone of this regime. That can be prison guards, policemen, military people, religious people, responsible people of the banks and financial institutions in Iran, and also many people in the scientific world who are working with this Iranian regime. Secondly, it means isolating this regime, ejecting all diplomats and embassies and ambassadors from our own capitals. Why we continue to discuss, to reason with these people who are representing not the Iranian people, who are only representing a criminal regime in Iran. And third, it means that we have to seize all wealth, real estate, bank accounts that they possess outside Iran the fastest as possible. That are the three things to do. It's fantastic, and we have always asked for that, to recognize the IRGC as a terrorist organization, but more needs to be done, because otherwise the IRGC will continue his work through the means, to the hands, to the instruments that are these people working for the regime. That's the first pillar, isolating definitely the regime. And the second pillar, what is not done either, is engaging with democratic opposition and organized resistance in the most important way, the fastest as possible, by recognizing this democratic opposition and this organized resistance as the sole only representative today of the Iranian people. That cannot be the Mullah regime, that can only be the democratic opposition. So the question, Mrs. Rajavi, is now today, and for our leaders, is what does it mean, recognizing the opposition and the organized resistance? It's working with them on a future constitution for the Democratic Republic. It's saying to the democratic opposition and organized resistance, okay, put a constitution together that can be the basis for a future democratic republic in Iran. That means also working together with the provisional government. You have made the provisional government. It's a moment to start work. And 3, it means also that to take the seats of the Iranian country today in the international organizations. Why to continue with these people of the Mullah regime in the international organizations if they could be replaced by people from the democratic opposition and the organized resistance? And that's finally also recognizing their representatives of the democratic opposition and the organized resistance as the sole representatives, assigning them tasks as diplomats, as former ambassadors in international relations. That is all what it means. It doesn't mean simply say, oh yeah, we know the resistance, we know the democratic opposition, is to take formal steps that in the international world, in the diplomatic world, they are seen as the representatives of the Iranian people. That will put real pressure on the side of Iran. And I think that the 10-point plan of Mrs. Rajavi is a very good starting point for that constitution, for that recognition of the democratic opposition and the organized resistance. So my wish is that the fastest as possible, at least our European leaders would not only stop their appeasement policy or their, I think, silence policy for the moment, what is even worse than an appeasement policy, a pure silence policy, and would start to have an active role in this conflict, and the active role in this conflict can be the recognition of the democratic opposition and of the organized resistance the fastest as possible as the real formal representatives of the Iranian people. And so, Mrs. Rajavi, you know, I follow you in many capitals in Europe. So we did already a lot of things in Brussels. We did already a lot in the Parliament of the French Republic. Today we are in Rome. I have only one wish, that next time you invite me in Tehran, the fastest as possible. Thank you.